Hello everyone, my name is Abdul Rahman and I'm the Product Marketing Manager at Motorola Solutions. I want to welcome everyone to our new series called Mastery Extended. We're going to be sitting down with various subject matter experts across the video security space to dive into trends, real-world insights, and highlight how organizations are getting more out of the security investments. I am thrilled today to introduce Ryan for our first episode. So Ryan, can you go ahead and start us off with a very quick introduction?
I've been a part of Motorola Solutions since the Avigilon acquisition, and that's where I originally came from. So I've been here for quite a while. Currently, I'm leading the Alta Solutions sales engineering team, and we cover the entire Alta portfolio.
Thank you for the introduction. You've definitely been here a very long time. Share any recent success stories that really stuck with you.
Yes, and it's no surprise that it's education. Avigilon, for a very long time, has done excellent in that vertical, and Alta is no different. We see a lot of school systems have a lot of interest trying to reduce their footprint. They also don't have a security officer that really knows the ins and outs of how to manage a VMS system, so they're very interested in cloud. We have one school where not only do they have our Alta video deployment, they also have integrated Halo sensors. They also have a standalone concealed weapons detection system. So they are invested in multiple different parts of the Motorola ecosystem, and they absolutely love it. They've been a huge advocate for us.
So that's good to hear. For others in the education sphere who might be facing similar challenges, what would be your go-to piece of advice for them?
So don't feature compare the products. And what I mean about that, think about what your problem actually is and what you're trying to solve. I've come into Discovery and talked to customers, and they basically have this comparison list. Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you run on this? Do you run on that? But you really want to get to the heart of the problem and how can we help you solve it? That's what's going to really make you happy in the end.
No, that's great. You mentioned kind of figuring out the problem. You mentioned that also solves a lot of different, pretty much any problem that you can throw at it. So my next question here is, I know, data is everything these days, right? So how are you seeing businesses, use Alta Video, again, not just to get more data, but to actually use it for smarter and faster decisions, maybe in kind of more unique type of problems that they might have?
So one thing that I love showing people on Alta are the maps and the heat mapping, because, when people think about heat maps, they really think, oh, that's for retails, which is true. You can use it for that, figure out where the hot spots of your store is. Are you getting foot traffic? How are your ad campaigns working? But when you look at it from a pure security perspective, you're able to see the actual data in your real-time environment and the actual movement in your system. So it lets you know situations where you can look at the heat map and say, hey, there's a red spot here and we don't really have great coverage. There's this general awareness, it's all pixelated. So maybe we should put a camera there and help things out.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you again for coming on our Mastery Extended interview series. So again, in this series, we are going to be going through a lot of various problems. So as Ryan mentioned, kind of think through some of the problems that we highlight in the series, figure out, how you can possibly solve them, and then, just ask questions. So thank you again.
Thank you.